Hi, everybody. So, the last time we were together, we talked about stage 3 of the caregiving journey and some stumbles and steadies in that journey. And today we're going to talk about stage 4, which is the pragmatic caregiver. I would say I'm probably a pragmatic caregiver. It's sort of when you get to that point where you're like, you're not really fighting against things. You find humor in maybe things other people don't think are so funny. So, in this stage, our key word is welcome. So, we're going to be welcoming in our experiences and welcoming in our journey. And we kind of aren't fighting anymore. Um, we have a new purpose. So, our purpose is really to gain a better understanding of ourself as well as our caree. And I think that the pragmatic caregiver stage for me has been really wonderful because it allowed me to welcome in the joys of my relationship, specifically with my mom. We had a really odd relationship when I was younger, and my mom had some things that she needed to struggle through. Well, we didn't really have, I would say, a friendship or a relationship that was separate from being mother-child. Um, I would do what I was told, and that was kind of just how that was. And for a long time, we became estranged, kind of in the middle of that journey. And when my mom found out she was really ill, or when I found out with the emergency room phone call, and I ended up kind of re engaging into her journey, I was able to actually get to know her. And there's some really interesting things about my mom that I didn't know. My mom wanted to be a nun. You would never ever believe that. She had a bit of a wild side. She played the clarinet when she was younger, and apparently, according to my uncle, like an angel. And so there's so many things that I got out of welcoming in the joy of a new relationship. Along that very same line is you can welcome in forgiveness. Forgiveness comes in lots of flavors. Some of us need to forgive ourselves. I may have acted in ways that I didn't really think were the best. And I think my mom maybe acted in some ways that weren't great. And in my journey with my daughter, I have a 6-year-old daughter that we talked about before. Um, I didn't need to forgive her at all. She's just so little and so innocent. But I think I needed to forgive God a little bit. I was kind of angry that He would do something or take something so precious away. But that was before I realized all of the amazing blessings that I was going to get by going along the journey with these two wonderful people. Another thing that I was able to welcome, and maybe you will too, is the shared activities. My mom and I both are big nappers, which everyone else thinks is kind of goofy. So when I go visit her, like I actually I saw her this weekend, we literally have an agenda item of napping, which is pretty cool. So I get to go over and take a caregiving break from my daughter and my children and go spend a little caregiving time with my mom. But part of our time together is me taking a nap, and she's with me too. We also watched Fried Green Tomatoes, which was a really good show that I had never seen. I don't really watch a lot of television. It's just not in my agenda of things to do. But I was able to spend like that time with my mom talking about that movie and talking about stuff that we did when we were younger. So I think the pragmatic caregiver stage is sort of that place where it just is. I come home sometimes now to poop collages all over the wall, and I don't really get angry anymore. I'm just kind of like, well, there's poop. Let's clean it up. So there's a lot of things that we can welcome into our life, joys that we can welcome into our life that really maybe we never thought about before. And there's a quick story about Thomas Jefferson. And when he was in his late 60s, there was a major fire in all of the buildings that he did his experiments in, and there are lots of workers and things there. And he lost then what was about $1 million, and When he came to the site, instead of being crazy angry, he said, "Well, Kay, kiddo," as his son, like, "go get all the neighbors. They should see, they'll never see a fire like this again." Because all these chemicals were burning and there's all these beautiful colors. Be like, "Why would you react like that? How are you not devastated?" There's nothing he could do. It just was. He could either find some joy in that tragedy and maybe move forward in a more positive, quicker way, or not. So, what are you going to welcome into your caregiving journey? I hope you can tell me about it in the comments. And we'll talk to you all again soon when we talk about the stumbles and steadies of this particular part of the journey. Thanks.